let's talk about ways that you can identify and target your ideal interior design client. The most common way I see interior designers try to identify their ideal client is by saying something like, anybody who can afford me. And I don't want to, that's not, a bad thing. Yes, we want people who can afford us. The thing is, though, is that when you're like, my ideal client is anybody, then what happens is that you have no idea where to look for that person. Where do you go find anybody? Should you go to the zoo? Should you go to, NASA? Where do you look for anybody? The mall? I don't know, right? So then what happens is that designers feel confused about where to look for the person, what to say to who, and how do you know what to say if you don't know who you're talking to? And so then sales becomes I'm selling myself. You're not selling yourself, you're selling them on their vision. So how do you know what their vision is if you don't know who they are? And okay, you get me? It gets really complicated when you don't know who your ideal client is. Now, think about it in a different way. I'm inviting you to consider that. Go inside first and think of who you would love to work with. For example, I have an 8-year-old, beautiful, wonderful, magnificent, perfect little boy, and I get along really, really well with other people who have 8-year-old, perfect, beautiful little boys because we have a lot we can talk about. We have a lot we can bond over that's authentic. So when I'm with a potential client who has an 8-year-old son, man, we're jamming and there's a lot of camaraderie that we have, and it's so cool. I love working with clients that share those kind of similar authentic things as I do. So since I know I love working with families that have young kids, one of the places I know to target my ideal client is at my son's school. My son goes to a fancy private school that's very expensive, and so the people that go there can afford to hire me. So that's a qualifier, right? And the people who go here, it's a Montessori school, so the people who go to Montessori school already have a wholehearted belief in the Montessori system. So that's a particular person, and that person and I in the same room, man, we jam. And so it's an easy way to build quick, strong relationship with a potential client, which is a great way to establish yourself in sales. Before I give you this amazing example though, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And in the comments, let me know what challenges you feel confused by or challenged by in your being able to target your ideal client. For example, there's a designer in my program, her name is Mary. And in Mary's life, she went through particular experiences that has led her to understand the value of having a good night's sleep and the effect that that has on her day and her ability to perform the things that she wants to perform in her day. Using that experience that has given her that particular expertise to understand how valuable sleep is and to understand how to optimize her bedroom to get her to have that perfect night's sleep, she now gives that as an added value to her clients, wherein she supports clients in creating a bedroom that uniquely optimizes sleep for each individual person's individual needs. Now, when we were talking about how to target an ideal customer, she now knows, or we discovered together, hey, who really, really, really values sleep in particular? Well, it's people who value precision in their daily work. So we're like, all right, Mary, where do we find these people who really value precision in their work? I'm sure you can come up with some examples, some options. And the ones we came up with are surgeons. Can you imagine surgeons needing precision in their work? Do you want to work with a surgeon who's tired? No, you want that surgeon to have had the best night's sleep ever if they're going to do surgery on your body, right? And so what she created was a brand then that became about, do you want precision in your days? Because if you do, then your bedroom needs to be your secret weapon to getting that precision in your day. So precision matters to surgeons. Precision matters to athletes, professional athletes. So Mary's efforts in marketing now are so poignant. And when she's in a sales meeting with a person who she knows precision matters for them, she knows how to really, really robustly sell her services in I am the expert at getting you precision in your day by way of a good night's sleep in your bedroom. I'm sure that right now you're like, I want that. I know, because I know it's so important. So if you're feeling like I want that and you don't already feel like, oh, I've got that, then I've got you. I have a quiz on my website that you can answer just a short amount of a few questions. And if you answer those questions in the quiz, it will reveal back to you what your differentiator style could be. It's so cool. And everybody that takes it is like, whoa. So go on over to my website to get that quiz. It's biographicaldesign.com and it's waiting for you right there. It's like, take me, take me.